Right, not a bad day today. Got my little block out so I can cut another piece. My back's feeling a little bit better today. Last Saturday I fitted a laminate floor and I wanted to get it down in one day, but getting too old for that crap. Kneeling on the floor all day. So anyway, get on with this. No, I've just cut one. Go in there. Won't be need it, but save it anyway. And then for the fascia, I need 260. That gap there is 75mm. I've got 3 of these to cut, so I'll find a little block or cut one 75mm. And do the same again. Right, I've got this mitre to cut here. I can't do it like this because I want the 2 faces. I don't want to see any end grain. I want the 2 faces to come to a neat point. You could put a piece on the floor of the material that you're going to use, of course. Draw 2 lines and then try and work that out. I do have this gadget. It came with the Festool thing. I find it easier to use 2 pieces, push one up. Sometimes this wall isn't straight, might be bubbles of paint, anything like that. If you put a piece of wood like that, it straightens it up a little bit. Another piece on there. Pencil mark on the inside, pencil mark on the outside. Join them 2 up. Then I'll cut 2 pieces at that. That's quite good. If anything, I want to take a fraction off the back. I want the fronts to touch. I don't mind if there's a little gap at the back there. I prefer it slightly like that, where the fronts are touching. I've got to scribe that end. This is the fascia, front panel, whatever you want to call it. And I purposefully left it about 10mm short off the floor so that any difference doesn't interfere. I'll just finish flush on the top. It's a bit tight in that corner, but I'll try and get my camera in there. So as always, set my scribers to the size that I want to take it back, and keeping it parallel. And horizontal. Something like that. And I need to cut it back at that angle. So I'll cut that back and trim off this top edge. Just cut it back. Oops. Not bad. Fraction short at the top here. But it's only about 3mm, 4mm. She wanted this spraying, but I couldn't really work out how I was going to spray it and fit it and not mark it. Put pins in everywhere, screws in everywhere, it just looked a mess. So I've agreed to paint it for so I'll just cork that end up. I've done the same down there, a bit tight getting in with this TV thing in the way. It's not bad. I've cut these corners The joints at the moment, I haven't fixed them in place, but they're looking quite good. You saw that scribe down there, so I'll get some glue on this, get it pinned together, and hopefully it'll go together as well as it does dry. Right, just put glue on this. I had to scrape it off again because I forgot about that bloody socket. I'll deal with that now. Cut it out with jigsaw, cutting all out with jigsaw for box. Oh, okay now. Just these little tabs. It's touching the wall at that end. Skirting going along the bottom. So I can whack a screw in there. And I've set this to 10mm. This box is 25mm, this is 18mm. It's not deep enough, so I'll run me around the inside here, chisel it out, or get a skinnier box. I know you can get slimline ones. I've decided to just deepen this box a little bit. I've got a flush trim bit here, use this as a template. I've glued and pinned it on. Hopefully this fits. Need to grommet, but Sparky can sort that out. Glued and pinned it on. All those joints came together as well as I'd hoped. Very, very tiny gap there. Now I can think about putting a frame on top of a finally. I'm just starting to lay these around the back. That's just a support piece for that piece. Cut the end square, and what I'm going to try and do is make that back corner down there touch like that. Bit of a bend in the wall, but I'm not going to scribe it. Either I'm going to cork it or put a little bead along. But now that's there, this gap is fairly parallel, so with that touching at the back there, I can make a mark there, and if I join that up and cut this one the same, it should give me that mitre. Walls are really not straight, but I think that'll come together. I can either put a domino through or just a biscuit. I'll cut some of this front first. I'm going to put dominoes through these ones, I think. They're a bit stronger. Well, I've decided to go with a biscuit. Gives me a little bit of movement. Done the same at that end. So I've got that just sat on top of there like that. This is where my front rail is going to be. I want at least 20-25mm overhang. If I can put a bullnose on it. 10mm on the inside. Now I can draw a line under there. Cut that off. I put a mark there, a mark there, and I join those up. That should give me my mitre for that one. Alright, now that I've got my angle, I can mark. So that one needs to be there, so I can just mark where the mitre is. I'll cut that off at that. Alright, everything looks like it's all something like. I'm going to be screwing this down anyway, so I've stuck a couple of screws in. There's nothing on these joints yet. And I'm just going to mark this one underneath. I've cut the joint, but they don't quite match. So I'm going to mark that, cut that. Right, they're all cut. I'm just a fraction short, but I think I can push this together. I'm trying to decide. I can only get really one domino in there if I cut this in half. Or put a biscuit across it. I think that's what I'm going to do. It won't be maybe as strong, but we'll see. I've got to take this off round to the underside, so I'm going to have to take this off in one piece. And hopefully that joint won't break. One of these would maybe be stronger. Don't know. I think I'm going to go with domino, but I'll cut that one in half. You see I can't quite get two in. I could get a fat domino, but I haven't got one of them with me. So I think just one. I'm going to put it slightly towards the front like that, because there's going to be a timber under there. By the time all that's glued together, it'll be quite strong. That should hold that mitre together there. I put it on the adjustment. I want a little bit of wiggle room. Right, now they're done, I'm going to glue and fix these down. Like I said, just put some little packers under here just to make sure that they're sitting right. Just got to fiddle around with them a little bit. Can do it with one hand, but these joints come together quite nicely now. Bit of glue on the ply, magic foam all the way around the edge. Got to get some glue on these, got to get it done quickly because this foam goes off really fast. It's very warm in here. Right, that's all glued together, just waiting now for that to dry. I thought I'd put these battens on. Small cock up there, should have done it before I put this on. Then I could have just sat them on top, marked for the angle, and then slid them in. But now, don't know if I'm going to be able to get them in. Right, I've got them battens in at the back. I'm going to wait till this is out of the way to get these ones on. Like I say, there's going to be two more either side of there, and then there's going to be a central rail, so it's not bad. Mr. Hammer helped that one go in, but this one wasn't so bad. I could spring it in. There's going to be another top rail on top of here. About there, so it'll cover any joints. I've heard it's going to be a short day today. I'm going to go buy skirting to go around the front. Couldn't really visualise it before, but now I can. I'm going to go get some about 4-inch. I might only be able to get 5-inch, so I'll take it home and rip it down. Right, I'm going to make some dominoes for the doors. And I've got a double tenor, double domino, whatever they call it, where I put the little pin in, and that just fits in there. And that is exactly the same size as that, maybe a fraction wider. Set the machine so it leaves this little bit on the edge. That bit helps locate it centre. So bit snug. Be alright. That's going to be the skirting for the bottom.